Hi guys, I'm going to give you your 2 workout sessions for your strength training for water polo. You can do these twice a week or 4 times a week, or alternation, do it 3 times a week depending how much time you have. 2 options: you're going to repeat the circuit 3 to 4 times, or option 2, and you can play around with this, is if in the session you're wanting to do 30 to 40 reps of one exercise in total, you can do as many as you can, say 10, 12, 15, rest for 10 seconds, again as many as you can, and keep going like that, resting only for 10 seconds until you've done all 30 to 40 exercises. This really works at fatiguing the muscle, increasing strength without increasing the weight too much. So here goes. Workout 1, exercise 1. I'm doing lighter weights. I've got an injury at the moment. You can go as heavy as you can, as you need to do. You can use kettlebells or you can use weights. For the leg exercises, I'd always go a little bit heavier. Workout 1, session 1, exercise 1. With the kettlebell, holding the kettlebell or weight up, knee lift. You're going to fall into a side lunge, pushing off, back up. When you do this, when you go into your side lunge, make sure your weight goes back through your heel. So you don't want to be here. You want your knee not over your toes. Send that weight back. Back stays nice and flat. Tummy pulled in, shoulders down and back. And drop that bottom. You don't want to just bend forward from here. You want to bend from here. Weight up, tummy in, shoulders back. Don't let your shoulders round. And then pushing up. You're going to do 10, 10, 3 to 4 times. Remember the 2 different ways of working out. Do the whole circuit 4 times, or work at the 40 reps with 10 seconds rest, left and right. We're going to go into a plank with a hand behind back, reach and back. This works your rotational strength in your abs. To plank, hands clasped, elbows on the floor, get that nose in front of your hands, step back, feet nice and wide, tummy pulled in. We're going to put your hand behind your back, reach and down. When you do that, you want to make sure your shoulders and your hips stay facing the ground. Try not to, as you lift, rotate your body. That works your cross slings in your abs. Keep those shoulders and hips facing the floor. By getting your nose forward over your hands, you're working not your upper traps, you're working more here. You're going to go for 10, alternating sides. Breathing out, pulling that belly button in, shoulders down and back. 3, a Bulgarian lunge. You're going to stand with your foot on a bench or a chair, hopping forward, holding a weight or 2. From here, you're going to drop this back knee down towards the floor, pushing up through that front heel. You can, from here, come down, reach down, touch the floor, pushing back up. When you do that, you want to try and send your hips back. Drop your chest to your thigh. And pushing up, always keeping those shoulders down and back, tummy pulled in, down and up. Use whatever weight you need to with that. After that, you can put the weight down and do a few dynamic breathing out, dropping down and jumping up. 10, 10 each side. Next exercise is for shoulder stability and core. I'm going to do it standing facing away from you using a TheraBand. What you're going to do is stand on your one leg. Now when you stand on this leg, make sure you don't sink into that hip. Grow tall. Standing leg slightly bent. Tummy pulled in, think of sucking it all in, shoulders down and back. From here, holding the band, you're going to rotate those thumbs towards the back, shoulders down and back. So you're rotating your arms from here to here, keeping those shoulders down and back. Make sure you don't hunch. So from the back, it looks like this. Pause, slowly back. Make sure you're not pulling those shoulders up. You want to pull them down to a point here. Squeeze your bottom, don't sink. 10, 10, changing legs. Then you're going to stand on the one leg and you're going to alternate. Pull the one arm, pull the other arm. And again, 10, 10. What that does is suddenly it works this rotation, which obviously with water polo is super important. Sprinter sit-ups. Everything with water polo has got to be based on rotation. So lying flat, hands behind your head, pulling that belly button in. You're going to breathe out. Come up and twist to your opposite knee. Make sure it's not just the elbow coming around. You really want to twist from here. Rolling back down. Breathing out. This is called the sprinter sit-up. Make sure you get that twist. Going for 20. I've done in standing. I'm going to do it kneeling so you can see. You can do it standing on one leg, 10, and then alternate sides. Shoulders down and back. You're going to take the weight all the way around your head and coming back to the middle. Take it around and back. Now a few teaching points. Standing on one leg, tummy pulled in. Make sure you don't arch your back and alternate sides. Breathing out. That's it, going for 10, then changing legs. When you take it around the head, really watch that you take it all the way around. That's it. Sometimes, because it's hard, one kind of does a little fake, but I want the shoulders going the whole way around. Weight behind. That's it. As water polo players, your shoulder mobility is great. So now we need to improve the strength. Last exercise in this circuit is your shoulder taps with a commando. So from here, we're going to go into a high plank. Again, shoulders, hips face the floor. You're going to tap, tap, down, down, up, up. And you're going to do that 10 times. For this, have your feet nice and wide, shoulders directly over your hands, tummy pulled in. Keep the hips and shoulders facing the ground. 1, 2, down, down, tap. Make sure that each time you do your commando, use the opposite arm. So if you go tap, tap, down, down, up, up, tap, tap, go down with the other arm this time. Nice, that's your workout 1. Guys, workout 2 for your water polo strength training. Again, you can do 4 rounds of the whole workout, or you can do as many reps as you can, rest for 10, as many reps as you can to get to your 40 reps. Let's go. Exercise 1, the squat press. Starting with the weights at your shoulders. Now for the squat press, you're not going to be able to go as heavy for your squat because you're pressing above your head. Holding the weights here, from here, squat down, weight through the heels, breathing out, do the press. Now when you press, make sure you don't lean back or arch your back. Your palms are facing each other, so we squat, breathing out. What you're doing with that is you're actually using the power of the squat to help you press, which is so important with when you're in the water, getting you high up and able to throw the ball. So for that, I want you to do 15 to 20. Quite high reps, but that also works your cardiovascular system. Exercise for your shoulder stability and your core, standing on your one leg, balancing. We're going to do the steering wheel. Arms are up, breathing out, tummy pulled in. You can do this with a round weight. You're doing this shoulder press. Now, shoulders down and back. Make sure you're not hunching up to your ears. Tummy pulled in. If you're doing it with a round ring, round weight, breathing out. Don't hunch those shoulders. You're going to go for 20 of those. Then standing on the other leg, we're going to go back to our 10 and then change legs. That's it. So for our steering wheel, you're going to do 10 and 10. That's the 20 on each leg. And then round the world. This builds shoulder stability. Exercise number 3 is our sumo squat. So now for this, you can go quite heavy. I'm using 5s because of an injury. When I'm full strength, I use 15 to 20s on each hand. You can use kettlebells or you can use weights. When you do the sumo, your feet are at about a 45-degree angle. As you squat down, make sure your knees stay over your feet. Don't let your knees roll in. So you want to make sure that the knees stay open. Only open your feet as much as your knees can go out. From here, when you squat down, you want to keep your back straight. drop your bum down. We're not doing a deadlift from here. That is a great exercise, that's for another time. So we're going down and up. So from here it looks like this. Breathing out. Keep your chest lifted, shoulders down and back. Dropping down nice and low. Make sure you're going heavy enough that you can feel your legs. Whatever you need to start with 2 10s, build it up. I don't know your strength, you do, but I want you to build it up to at least 16, 17 Ks in each hand. The next exercise I can't demonstrate here because I don't have a pull-up bar, but I'd like you to try pull-ups, or rather chin-ups. If you can do a pull-up is with your hands facing, your palms facing outwards and hands slightly wider. Chin-ups, you have your hands facing you because it uses a bit more biceps. So if at the gym or at home you've either got a pull-up bar, that's great. You can do assisted pull-ups where you have a band and you place your feet in the band to help you come up. At the gym they've got the machines where you can add the weights to help you. Or if you've got a pull-up bar with the wall, you can put one foot on the wall. If you don't have any access to a pull-up bar, then using a TRX or cables, you can be at 90 degrees and pull. So if you're lying in this position, you're holding here, and you're going to pull yourself up, keeping your body straight. So any variation of pull-ups. Next exercise is threading the needle. You're going to come into that plank. Elbows on the floor, stepping those legs back, nose over your hands. From here, we're going to reach up, roll your feet onto the side, breathing out. Take the hand underneath and twist. That's it. So from here, you're really getting this rotation. When you're here, you want to keep your shoulders and your hips facing the floor. So it's basically a one-arm plank, twisting, rolling the feet onto the side. Make sure you're not just twisting the ankles. You roll those feet onto the sides, breathing out, coming back. 10 one side, change sides, 10 the other side. The windmill. Holding the weight in both hands, feet nice and wide, slightly wider than your hips. We're going to crouch down into a sort of staggered squat. Shoulders set down and back, tummy pulled in. Take a lighter weight, breathing out, take it up and over. Twisting to here, breathing out. All the way around. From here, if I show you sideways, make sure you don't arch your back when the weight is up, and don't take the weight too far back. So from here we twist. If I stop here, you can see the weight is about just in front of my head, and I'm not arching, breathing out. Right, a Turkish get-up. Turkish get-ups are incredible for your shoulder stability and general strength. I'm going to break it down for you into its different parts. Holding a weight in your right hand, you want your right leg bent, left leg at 45 degrees out, left hand 45 degrees out. I'm going to change sides so I can do it facing you. So left hand, left leg, right leg 45, right hand 45. With this, set the shoulder. This hand faces the ceiling the entire way. It doesn't move at all. Whatever you need to do to keep it facing here. Step 1, breathing out, tummy pulled in. Come onto the elbow. Hand, notice my hand, this hand is up to the ceiling. Breathing out, lift the hips. Step the leg through. Notice this hand is still up to the ceiling. Stepping up. Tummy pulled in, reverse it. Knee, hand, right leg through, hips down, elbow, breathing out. Make sure this hand stays here the whole time. What you can do if you're uncertain you're balancing it, you can hold a ball or a shoe or anything. So if I hold my book, and then this, make sure without clasping it that I keep my hand up there. So let's go. Elbow, hand, hips, leg, kneel, stand, tummy in. Reverse it. Make sure you don't drop whatever you're holding on your hand. Very nice. You're going to do 3 on the one side, 3 on the other side.